I will never forget the night the thieves came. They didn't come quietly. They came with fire. Torches burned high in their hands, and the sound of their shouting carried through the dark like a storm. Doors were broken, goats were dragged away, and sacks of grain disappeared into the shadows. Babies cried. Mothers hid their children. Fathers stood frozen, unsure whether to fight or run. We had never faced anything like that before. Our village was small, peaceful, and everyone knew each other. Thieves were stories we heard from travelers, not something we expected to face ourselves. That night, no one slept. Fear hung in the air long after the firelight faded. The next morning, the elders called everyone to the big tree in the center of the village. The ground was still marked with footprints and broken sticks from where the thieves had run. People whispered about whether they would come back. Some said we should move. Others said we should send for help from the next town. But no one wanted to follow the trail. What if they return? One man said. They will be angrier next time. What if we fight them and lose? Another woman asked. We have children to protect. Everyone was restless, worried, and divided. Then something unexpected happened. A boy, maybe 12 years old, stood up. His name was Kelechi. He wasn't known for being loud or bold. Most times, he was quiet, always helping his mother fetch water or sitting by the fireside listening to the elders. That morning, however, his voice was steady. I know who helped the thieves, he said. The entire gathering went silent. All eyes turned toward him. Some thought he was joking. Others thought fear had made him confused. But Kelechi didn't look afraid. His small hands were clenched into fists, his face serious. I saw him, he continued. Then he pointed. His finger didn't shake. It went straight toward the man sitting among us, his own uncle. Gasps filled the air. The uncle shifted uneasily. His face changed, but he said nothing. People began to murmur. Why would a child accuse his own blood? Someone asked. Is this boy mad? Another shouted. Some were angry. How can you shame your family in front of the whole village? They said to Kelechi. Others tried to quiet him. Kelechi, don't speak again, one elder warned. But the boy refused to sit down. I saw him, he repeated. He showed the thieves the way. He opened the gate. The uncle's face turned red. He opened his mouth as if to deny it, but the weight of the boy's words pressed down on him. Finally, after a long silence, he confessed. His voice was low, almost broken. He had guided the thieves in exchange for a share of the stolen food and goats. The villagers erupted in shock. Mothers covered their mouths. Fathers shook their heads. Some were filled with anger, others with sadness. To betray your own people was worse than anything. Now we knew the truth. That very day, the elders made a plan. They gathered strong men and women. They cut down branches, piled stones, and blocked the paths leading into the village. Everyone was ready. Children were told to stay hidden. Fires were prepared to light the roads at night. When the thieves came back the next evening, they were surprised. Instead of a quiet village to raid, they walked into a trap. Branches snapped under their feet, stones rolled toward them, and villagers shouted from every corner. The thieves tried to fight, but they were outnumbered. In the end, they fled into the dark and never returned. That night, no one was harmed. Our food and animals were safe. The village was saved. All because one boy chose to speak the truth. If Kelechi had kept quiet, the thieves would have destroyed us. But because he was honest, we were able to protect ourselves. Even now, when people argue or when lies threaten to divide us, the elders say, remember Kelechi. Honesty saved us once, and it can save us again.